To the board members and my fellow colleague, I hope you're all doing good. So, along with Jeffrey, I do believe that great people have great values and great ethics as well. So, I am the Chief Executive Officer of Acme Corporation, and today we are here to discuss about ethics and the way forward that the organization can take on issues to handle issues concerning ethics, on how to handle such issues. So, and to our agenda, I'm going to give a review of my leadership viewpoint on ethics, that is, and I'm going to give a distinction between ethics and morality, and also give an analysis of the new policies that we have come up with as Acme Corporation, and also give an analysis of the violations of such ethics, what causes the violations, and the possible consequences that may arise from violations of the stated policies, the justification of why we have the policies, we have the violations, and we have the consequences, and I'll have a conclusion on the same note. So, how is ethics affecting my decision making as a leader? First, I'll begin by defining what ethics is, and these are actually values. They are morals that govern a person's life. You have ethics. I got my own ethics. That actually means that I have my own values that governs my action, that governs my principles, that governs my decision making in each and every step of life. So there's that concept of ethics and leadership, which I think is no big difference from your ethics in your normal life. So your values are your values, whether you're in the work environment or whether you're in the normal life environment. So ethics are just ethics. Your values are not changing. You don't say that at work I have these values and at home I also have these values. So when you strongly believe in something, it doesn't change no matter the location where you are in. And when do actually ethics apply? According to you, when do you think that ethics apply? I think that ethics, personally, I do think that ethics apply when making a decision on a certain issue which is very critical. When you have to choose between one thing or the other. So that is when you sit back and have a flashback of your ethics. Like you try to meditate that, is this really right to me? Do I really feel comfortable while doing this? So that is when actually ethics apply. Do they really matter in the large scheme of things? Of course they do matter to me as a leader. This actually governs me when I have to make decisions. I have to look at things critically. So ethics actually guides me. What do I believe in? Is this right? Is this really wrong? So they are the guideline in making decisions. So how is my leadership influenced by this? You know, as a leader, I got things that I believe in. And you, as my employee or my part of the board members, you got things that you believe in. So we can kind of collide in our beliefs, but then your behavior dictates your ethics. It dictates you overall. Yes. So ethical behaviors in decision making are expected from those in the point of a leadership view. So my viewpoint on ethics is that it actually influences every bottom line of decision making that you as an individual is making. Morality is subject to culture. That is so given, and there's no debate about that. And then you find that what is absolutely wrong to you cannot be wrong to another person. So to actually navigate through this ambiguity, we need some guidelines. We need a platform, because to you it can be right, to me it's totally wrong. That actually calls for a bottom line that can guide our behaviors, that can guide your behavior and my behavior. It is not right to me. It doesn't have to be right to you, but if we have a guideline, then at least we can come to a and understanding. Yes, yeah. So Webster 1996 actually defines truth as the real state of affairs, facts. Advisors can make sound decisions only if you have good information and know the facts. That actually means that we have to get a bottom line, a guideline on how we go about this thing. So we actually have to understand that what programs are available in our institution, how policies are enforced in our institution, and where resources can be found. In short, we need to know how all this that I have just discussed actually affects decision making or something like that. So recently, we actually had we had issues with one of our employees. So there was actually there's no system where there's actually no platform where these ethical issues can be reported or something. So in that context, I came up with a concept application where when you as a leader, when coming up with a solution to an ethical problem, you actually have to go through all these steps. First, you need to understand what is the heart of the matter, and then what rules actually apply to these situations, and are there institutional policies that addresses this problem that you are facing in your organization. As Acme, we actually had previously we actually had no institutional policies that addresses such ethical issues, and then there's the federal laws that come into play with such ethical issues. As I gather information, I may want to consult with other colleagues whose opinions we value to lend clarity to a situation. You know, I got what I believe in, you got what you believe in, but then, as I did say previously, we gotta have a bottom line on how to solve this. Yes. So still on the concept application, after identifying the heart of the problem, we are supposed to outline the possible solutions to these ethical issues and weigh on options involving and then try to involve the colleagues, where the consequences of each option help guide the decision. In the final analysis, I did make a choice based upon which option appears to me to be the best. It was not a decision that I did make on my own. Of course, I did consult my colleagues on this, because this is not something which you can do on your own. So try to help get the difference given the a disparity of values. So try to treat that indifference as a value. Yeah, it's something that is really good. So it actually helps you in weighing the options, and you try to involve the colleagues to come up with the best solution possible. So that is actually what I did, and this is actually what I expect to be done when such an ethical issues arises again. So straight to the new policies. I have come up with the new policies, and first policy is that there is a need to establish an official ethical platform where ethical issues can be reported. You know, this actually will help solve so many things actually. First, to begin with, reputation of someone, because you remember the previous case with one of our employees. There's no actually platform which these ethical issues can be reported. So a lot of rumors were going around, and the employee really felt demotivated. It actually lowers your self-esteem. So this is something that we do not want a repeat of. We actually want things to be done in the right way. So establishment of an official ethical platform can really do good to both the victims and the employee at large, and even the organization at large. So below are the following steps that are supposed to be used when handling any ethical issues. Awareness. We're supposed to recognize that there is an ethical issue. This is supposed to be written in bold. When you come across an ethical issue, try to create awareness of that ethical issue. Don't go spreading rumors and gossiping about your fellow that he did that, he did that, he did this to get favors, he did that to this. Of course, that will not do good to anyone. And then get the facts right. Gather all the relevant details. Make sure that you whatever you are claiming is the issue there. Analyze the right versus wrong, determine the paradigms, and then get the paradigm shifts. Understand both cases actually, and then decide on what to do. Now that is the work of the panel who are available. The panel available in the platform where ethical issues are reported, and then revisit your decision later on, trying to involve everyone else. So, onto the new policies again. Employees are expected to be honest. What I mean is that honesty and integrity is supposed to be maintained. There's no compromise about that. Everybody is supposed to be law-abiding. Accountability, trust, loyalty and keeping promises, commitment to excellence, and then keeping promises. These are some of the new policies that I have developed for Acme Corporation, and all the employees are expected to abide by all these actually. So don't go maneuvering your ways up, trying to get favors. Honesty and integrity really counts. Make sure you abide by the law of the company. Make sure you understand what the company is working for. Be accountable for your actions, and then commitment to excellence. There's no compromise about that. You know, when you get to compensate yourself if any monies are received from corporation concession standard, then you have tried to violate the new policies, that is honesty and integrity, and then embezzlement of funds as well, lack of honoring promises. Previously, I did state loyalty and keeping promises, but then when you go violating that, it's not actually going to bring a good show. When you do violate the above stated policies, the possible outcome is suspension from work without payment until the matter is resolved. That is so anonymous when it will be solved. Loss of job for falsifying organizational records, and demotion from job position. These are the possible consequences. How about privacy? You know, when you are an employee at Acme Corporation, you are expected to protect all the confidential information, and you should not try to disclose it to any other parties, especially the competitors. Another thing is that you as an employee, you have a duty to protect confidential information. This is not something that you only do during your stay at Acme. You also do it when you are out of the organization. So this is something that is so paramount, it's so important, and it's a must-do thing. You have a duty to protect all the confidential information, both during and after your employment period with Acme. And there is actually no debate about that. You know, why we have all that is actually to help us establish a framework for professional behavior and responsibility. Be accountable for what you do. And then we are also trying to improve the business reputation and also hold employees and management accountable. It's not good when people go out there and get rumors about the organization. It's actually going to destroy the reputation of the business. All this will actually help employees strike a balance between the ends and the means used to obtain them. This balance may be one of the most challenging aspects of being an ethical organization, and that is so true. But then again, the fact that the end justifies the means does not actually apply here. Get your game right, do your things right. If it's wrong, go back to the drawing board, analyze yourself, and get things right. In conclusion, actually, this code of ethics will communicate and support the organizational values and to Acme and the employees as well, and it will help in decision making and reassuring the employees of Acme integrity. So this is an integral organization, and ethics are to be maintained, and integrity as well. So these are my references, and thank you so much for listening.